For those of you considering the purchase of a pre-owned vessel, this is one very important step in the process, and that's a haul out for below the waterline inspection. Here we have our Kokomo, a 2006 34 cruisers on the hard at Long Beach Shipyard. She just had brand new bottom paint put on her, and we're going to inspect the shafts and take a look at the propellers while she's here. This is a step that surveyors usually require, along with insurance companies. They want to make sure of the hull integrity below the waterline. So come with me while I point out a few aspects, things to look for on your vessel when it's out of the water. Here we are starting off forward starboard on our Kokomo. This gives us the opportunity to look at that brand new bottom paint coming down along the side. We see there's no hull intrusions and everything looks as it should. There's no scratches on the keels. And then this gives us yet another view down the side. We have our exhaust tubes right here. This is the generator, and those are engine exhaust ports. We've got trim tabs, and of course, before she goes back in the water, she'll have new anodes put on her. Notice the swim step is molded in. We've got underwater lights, and then a nice transom right there. Looking at the trim tabs, we can see good actuation there. No signs of water leakage on the port one. And these trim tabs, as I said, will be have new zigs. Here we are. We're going to take a quick look at some of the underwater running gear on this boat. Here we are at the starboard side. Rudder's nice and tight. If you notice, we're even wiggling the port one when we go to move the starboard one. What we're actually listening for on the rudder is a good bell tone. That tells us that we've got good metal left on this. She's nice and solid. Sounds like a bell ring. The next thing we're going to look at is the prop. We've got a nice, good, solid bell tone on all four of the blades on the prop, which tells us there's a lot of life left in them. They're nice, they're solid, and that there's been no signs of galvanic action. The color's good. It's not pink, which means the metal still has all of its integrity. One down and dirty check on this. An old surveyor taught me is just line up something straight like that. Spin the blades. That shows us that the blades are in alignment. None of them are bent. They're all scraping at the same point on this little board right here. Another thing is, because they're easily movable, that tells us our cutlass bearing is in good condition, and we've got good engine alignment on the starboard side. Here we are at the port side. We've got that good solid bell tone on this rudder. She's in there nice and tight. As we move this, we're also moving the starboard side. The spin on the prop is nice and even all the way around. As you can see, we're touching the board in the same spot on all four blades. We've got that good bell tone, and again, that tells us the props are good. And again, we've got that nice spin on the prop, which again tells us we've got the good alignment, good cutlass bearing, and we're all set to go. This gives us a view of the whole underside. And looking forward, we have our depth sounder and our water pickups right there. Pulling back, coming down along the port side, again, port side inspection. Have a little bit of dock rash. This is from the fender and it will easily clean off, no big deal. Bottom paint is good. We've got 3 coats at the water line and then 2 below. We've done a quick walk around on our Kokomo. We've looked at the condition of the bottom paint, which is brand new. It's still a little bit tacky to the touch. We've seen that there's no hull intrusions. We've looked at the trim tabs, pushing them down. We're getting no liquids coming from there, so we know we have good seals. The rudders are nice and tight in there on the rudder posts. We've got good bell tone sound on the rudders and on all 8 of the prop blades. We've got a good easy spin on the props. We also have an even pitch on all the blades. Having walked down the port side of the vessel, we've looked at the stainless steel discharge ports and they're all nice and solid. We do have a molded in swim step and we do have a little need for cleaning where the fender rubs. Other than that, our Kokomo is in very good condition. She's a 2006 340 Cruisers Express and we've got half of it surveyed as it is, as you can see in the video. For a full tour, visit Lou at South Mountain Yachts. Check the number below. Viewer today, owner tomorrow at South Mountain Yachts.